All right, so I know we talked about cleaning up the shop. Obviously, I made it to my bench, and I'll show you that here in a little bit, but that was about it. Yeah, it got to me. But here's the deal. I am going to try and do a little bit of just maintenance on my lawnmower. I'm not a mechanic. I barely know this stuff like at all. But I watched a few YouTube videos, so now, you know, like they say, I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night, kind of same concept, right? So where I'm at here is first we're going to start by changing the air filter, which is real simple. This is just going to pop right out. You know what? It's a little dark. Alexa, turn on the shop. That's better. Okay, so we're gonna swap the air filter out. That thing looks like it's probably seen better days. It has, and I have one up here. All right, so we're gonna try and swap the air filter first. I'm gonna see if I can change the spark plug because my wife seems to think it needs to happen, and I'm not gonna disagree with her. She does more research on this than I do. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So new air filter. We're gonna pop that guy back in and call that good. Now, what I was supposed to do there, who knows? That was the case. Yes, I know I probably shouldn't be wearing sandals for this, but what we're gonna do first, we're gonna turn the gas off. I do know that much. I am going to go on the other side up front here and probably undo the spark plug if I can get to it. Yeah, so we're probably gonna need a bit of a help here. All right, so what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna take the cover off. So I gotta take the gas cap off to get it off. And because I'm lazy and I really don't know what size I need or any of that kind of stuff, we're gonna see if I can find it's diametric, but if I can find the right size, which I'm not having any luck on, so hang on a second. All right, so it looks like it's the infamous, I'm told like the infamous 10 millimeter socket is the one. So we're gonna quick take this off. Just gotta be a little careful because we still have this thing full of gas. So even though I've got gas shut off, what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna punt and not use a ratchet and do something I probably shouldn't do, which is an impact wrench very carefully. But you know what? It's not anybody else's homework, it's my own, so. Now, what I'm hoping is, yep, there we go, perfect. So now I can get to the spark plug and there goes that. Question now is, do I have the right bolt for a spark plug? So we're gonna go find that so we don't get something like that. Hang on. All right, so I didn't have the right size socket. I need a bigger one. And went over to my boys over at Ace Hardware here in T. My guy Evan set me up with the right size socket. Moreover though, he had me pick up another bucket to get 20% off said socket. You spend $5 on the bucket, the proceeds go to Children's Miracle Network. Hey, we always love helping the charities out and helping the kids out. So that's where this is coming from. So I just want to make sure you guys know, hey, Ace Hardware over in T, those guys are great. We've been visiting them for over a decade. Wonderful people. It's actually where we bought this mower years and years and years ago. So we're gonna get the spark plug swapped out if I can and go from there. Here we go. All right, let's see if I know how I can figure this out. I think it goes like this. Put that there, and that just came right out. Sweet. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna, it is loose now, we're just gonna take it out, and I'm gonna try and see if I can show you what we're working with here. So this spark plug's probably been in there since we bought the thing. You can kind of see here, yeah, old and new. I think it was time. So yeah, good call from my wife getting the spark plugs swapped out. So we're gonna get that rolling. We probably need to do an oil change on this, but I don't know how to do that, and it's messier than I want to mess with. So at some point, we will probably need to get the oil changed in this thing, but that's not going to be a today thing, and I will probably take it to a shop and have that done. we have a small engine shop here in T that's a good place for that kind of stuff. So, yeah. I don't know how to, that thing wasn't, the last one wasn't too tight, so I think we're gonna leave that set. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the engine cover back on, because I'm actually going to go ahead and swap out the blades on this thing too. The blades haven't been done in a while, so we're gonna swap those out, get those set up, and give this thing a good tune-up. So again, what we're doing today is swapping the plug, doing the air filter, and getting the blades swapped out. But before I can do that, I gotta put the cover back on so I can put the gas cap back on so I don't leak gas all over my garage. So that's where we're at. Cover's on. We're gonna leave it on. We're gonna put the thing back in there. We're gonna put the gas cap back on. And I probably didn't need to take the gas cap off now that I see that after all, because the tank is actually connected to the cover. So that is probably okay. Yeah, so I think we're gonna be okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna tip the mower. And from what I was told, we wanna be very careful how we tip the mower. We don't wanna tip it this way onto the filter, because that can cause liquids and fluids to flow into the filter. We wanna tip it the other way so that it is on its side where the carburetor is. I think that's the carburetor here. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to get these two bolts off, and then we are going to pull the blades off. Now I'm going to be careful that we get these on the right way, and I'll probably look at some instructions here before long to make sure I get the blades going the right way, because if I have them backwards and this thing's not working right, then that's a problem. But I'm pretty certain the blades spin counterclockwise this way. So hopefully that's right. All right, one thing you'll notice here, and I'll try and give you a good shot of that there, is see that vice grip down there? That is going to prevent the blades from spinning, so that when I start yanking on bolts, the blade doesn't get in the way, and I can actually get done what I need to get done and not cut my hands off. So saw that trick online with the video, thought it was pretty cool, so I got a little clamp or a vice grip in there with a little piece of some bracket, something that will keep the blades in place. So yeah, pretty cool trick. All right, so I don't know that I actually want to do this with a power drill, not with blades. So I think we're going to try and get this with the bar. That's going to tighten it, so we're going to loosen it. Here we go. We're going to give this a shot. Assuming I got that. Ah, nice. Okay. Yeah, that little vice grip did pretty good, huh? Okay. We're just gonna loosen these and then I'll do the rest of them with power, with the drill. With the impact, if I can. Ah, there we go. All right, safety first, I guess, right? Okay. Now, we'll use the impact just to get it off, because I'm lazy and I like power tools. Whew. All right, and I think we might actually even replace the bolts too. So I got some new bolts with that. All right, those are done. That's gone. And again, this thing, it spins counterclockwise, I'm told. So we're gonna go here. Let's get the washers on. And unfortunately, I don't have a Torx wrench, so I'm gonna have to just kind of hope for the best as I tighten these blades up, because I will have no way to test the actual torque of these bolts. So yeah. All right, and again, we're just gonna tighten these up with impact. Well, those aren't going anywhere. All right, let's see how we did. I think that is good. That's what we want. So let's out with the old. So we got the blades replaced today. So here's the old air filter. Here's the old spark plug. Yeah, those are pretty wicked. I mean, yeah, not a lot of air was probably getting through there. And then the spark plug, and that's probably because this thing's been moved and twisted and turned, and there's probably fluids in there and such. But yeah, that's gone. And then the old blades, boy, you can kind of see. Yeah, could we sharpen these? Maybe. Do I have the tools to sharpen it? No. And yeah, they were pretty beat up, so needed to go. And it was an easy fix. So there is that. So that's going to be about do it today for the lawnmower tune-up, I guess I'll call it. And, all right, just to see proof, we're going to put that back on. We're going to reconnect the spark plug. That is where it needs to be. And let's see if we can start this thing up. The electric start hasn't been working for a long time. So I think that's working the way it should. So I like where we're at. And I will catch you guys on the next time. This is the mechanic edition of Big Easy and Crows at Work. Love you guys. All right, and yeah, I know I said I'd clean the shop up the other day, so we're at least gonna make some sort of effort to clean a little bit up.